This is a really important red table talk on alopecia. Considering what I've been through with my own health and what happened at the Oscars, thousands have reached out to me with their stories. I'm using this moment to give our alopecia family an opportunity to talk about what it's like to have this condition and to inform people about what alopecia actually is. Now, about Oscar night, my deepest hope is that these two intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out, and reconcile. The state of the world today, we need them both. And we all actually need one another more than ever. Until then, Will and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years. And that's keep figuring out this thing called life together.
After the slap that was heard around the world from the Oscars this year with Will Smith and Chris Rock, of course, there's Jada Pinkett Smith addressing the situation, bringing up alopecia, which was the whole point of that joke that led to this whole slap that changed everyone's mind on everyone. But she is mentioning something, because I was curious what her thoughts were, if she was upset, if she was content with that, everything that went down, and then the fallout. But if nothing else, maybe there's some good from this as far as educating folks on alopecia, because it is a condition and it is a thing, and it devastates a lot of folks. So there is something there, but I was looking for more of what it is that she thought had happened, or what she thought should have happened, or even from the fallout there. But she did point out that as she's doing her red table talk, this was the graphic card she's using. Here's graphic number 1, you guys, as she's beginning this next, I guess, season of red table talk. This is a season for healing, and I'm here for it. So I'm getting the idea that she's wants to move on, or at least we're gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about the details of it, which is what I was kind of looking for. Because again, there's speculation about she egged him on. She told Will to go do it. Will's having issues with his marriage, which I think she kind of mentioned there at the end, as far as we're still figuring out this thing called life together. I don't know, I wonder if how many people are thinking the same way I was, David, if this is gonna cause more questions, or if this is gonna maybe put the controversy at least to some sort of bed at the moment.
Jayar, your analysis is spot on, because I think it does in some way, it does raise more questions. Well, how was she feeling when this initially happened? Because it certainly does seem she wants to move on. She's probably been advised, or if she's figured this out herself, that she can make chicken salad out of chicken crap by praising and saying we all need to work together, we all need to heal. And oh, by the way, she's able to draw attention to alopecia, and so make people more aware and more sensitive to it. But yeah, I gotta wonder, at some point, somebody, whether it's sitting down with Oprah Winfrey or somebody else, is gonna say, what was going through your mind during that moment? And at some point, she's gonna get asked that in some sort of public forum, I assume, and we're all gonna be just as curious as we are now.
Yeah, and then you know what? And from these next couple points that they were being made on that show, it kind of shows, again, I was talking about the awareness for alopecia, but then also maybe this is a hint as to how she felt about the response. Let's look at this. This is over on graphic number 2, you guys. Pinkett Smith was then joined, is on the show, by her mother, Adrienne Banfield Norris, and daughter Willow Smith, to discuss the actress's struggle with deep anxiety over her alopecia. The conversation suggested why Rock's joke was so hurtful to the 50-year-old actress, who said she often felt shame as a result of her sporadic hair loss over the past 4 years. So how serious it was, and also that this joke was not just a joke, you know what I'm saying? So she's saying it's bigger than what everyone's saying it was, and maybe that suggests that she felt this is something that needs to be responded to in a more severe way. So more, Rio's mother, Nicole Ball, recounted the impact of the Oscar incident, which took place less than 2 weeks after her daughter's death. This woman's name, Nicole Ball, her daughter Rio apparently committed suicide after she was bullied extensively about her alopecia. So more about that. This is what they brought up as well. What is the universe doing right now? This is crazy, is what Ball recalled thinking. People are gonna be Googling, what is alopecia? What is it that we've never heard of? It's not a joke. So again, they extended it even to normal folks that you may not have heard of, where their children get bullied to the point because of this same condition. And maybe we all shouldn't be giving Chris Rock such a pass. That's just my reading of it. I don't know.
Well, look, I mean, clearly Jada Pinkett Smith and other people with alopecia, I mean, a lot of people have incredible vulnerabilities over it, whether it's shame or they're embarrassed or they don't know how to explain it. I'm sure there's some people with alopecia who have figured out, you know what, I'm not gonna care. And I've got that ability to control how I feel about things. But again, this is the sort of silver lining in all of this, that people are learning more about a condition that is of some people just can't control. And I think to the extent that society is more empathetic and sympathetic to people who feel vulnerabilities about, regardless of what it is, that's a good thing.
Absolutely. We got one more story, you guys, but I want to read a couple comments really fast because I keep missing you guys. A couple of the YouTube super chats. Brianna Rose Lee says, I figured it'd be more fun to ask on air, but what is your, she asks me, what is my go-to karaoke song? This was a follower yesterday, jumped on Twitter, and it was a fun interaction. And I saw that she does all this great work, and there was one little side aspect that she's a karaoke singer. So I asked what her favorite karaoke song is to do. Mine, actually, Brianna Rose, is anything from Huey Lewis and the News. They're easy, people like it. There has to be a standard when you do karaoke. You have to do something everyone knows and likes, so that if you suck, they sing it with you, and then everyone thinks you're great. It's just the secret. It's the secret sauce to karaoke. Just want to make
JR,
sure
you set yourself up, because the next time I'm on the show, I'm bringing the karaoke track of Huey Lewis, and we're gonna have this thing.
Any one of them, brother. Any one of them. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure.